This is what he's doing. Hey. He's gonna poop. There we go. So he's very fearful. Fearful enough to go potty on himself anyway, so not aggressive, but definitely reactive. Does he have a bite history?
He does.
He does? Okay.
But it's like this type of
Sure.
situation where it's like fearful. And
Right. You can just walk him just up and down and just kind of give him some space.
Okay.
I think that front room's a little too small for him. And then why don't you just come right back towards me? And then what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna have you hand me the leash I gave you. Good. And then you can just let him go.
Leave this leash on?
Yeah, you can just drop that. So a couple different things as we let him get acquainted with me is obviously it's fear, something you probably already know. So what we have to do is we have to help build confidence. Zach was kind of giving me a little backstory on what was going on with him. So basically his mom died.
We don't know. So he was pretty much just left at a rescue's doorstep in a box.
Okay.
And then
Just him.
just him.
Okay.
So I had no siblings, no mom, and
Good boy. All right. So I'm just gonna work him just a little bit. Come on. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Come on. Good boy. Good job. So no eye contact or trying to touch him or anything. And I'm gonna let him go back to you, and I want you to just ignore him for a second. So right now it's a big game of good cop, bad cop. When I try to ask him to do something this way, he's not gonna wanna do it as much as if I, good, walk with him this way. He's like, I'm out of here. Good boy, yes, good boy, buddy. So my job this session will be to figure out exactly what you need to do with the team to help make him more confident and less reactive. I think from the core, obviously he's so scared. He's like, I don't really know what to do with this situation. So he's reactive. He's like basically saying like, if you don't get out of here, I'm gonna have no other choice. Gets into a fight or flight type thing.
that's what we always say. He's like constant fight or flight.
Yeah.
Like in the car, he was shaking.
Yep. Yep. So I want to build him up, not necessarily stop all the reactivity, but I want to build up the reason why the reactivity is happening and change that. Yay, good boy. Good job. And then why don't you just walk over towards me? Good. And then just keep ignoring him. Come here, Bubba. There we go. Good boy. I'm kind of using both tools here to, okay. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Good job. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Good job. See, this is fine, and then right when he turns back to you, he's like, I gotta go back. Come on, come on. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm giving him an opportunity to get close to me with an exit of what he wants. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good man, yeah. If you guys like this video and you want to see the full version of this video, click the link below to join the official No Bad Dog Members Club. Have you worked with any trainers before?
We have.
What success and what things worked and what didn't?
We did a lot to like work on like his life in the house.
Yeah.
And we have had some good success there. And like he, in the beginning, was biting us a little bit.
Yeah.
And so like, we've worked on
Good.
just sort of like relationship, I think, more so, but it's still like stranger danger. Like,
Yeah, I think I was just pressure testing him. Some dogs, the reason why I was giving him some pressure in the beginning is because some dogs are like, no, I can't, no, I can't, no, I can't. Okay, maybe I can. But he's got, you know, this attachment thing, which is totally understandable, and it's not a big deal. The big deal is the reactivity when this stuff happens. So we have to start off with fundamental leash pressure first, because if you can teach him leash pressure in this environment where he's better, then when you get into an environment where he has severe stranger danger, where he's working with somebody he's never seen before in his whole life, in a smaller room, when he does engage into that behavior, you have leverage to then say, hey, this is what I want you to do differently. And he understands what the pressure is. So your job is to basically bring him out places and soak. Right now, he is training. Perfect soaking. He's sitting, he's smelling. There's dogs and trainers in all these rooms. There's board and trained dogs coming in and out. And so he knows all of that is going on, and he's calm compared to what he was. Hey you guys, we're doing a giveaway on the Tom Davis Dogtra 280C on this video. All you have to do to enter to win is subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification, like this video, and leave a comment down below to enter to win. So the equipment may change as we go. We might use different types of equipment. we might switch slip leashes, we might do all sorts of different things. But I can tell you the harness isn't going to give you that control. It's not even my opinion, it's just what I'm seeing. I'm like, okay, that is not working. But what the slip leash does is what we call action. When he hits to the end of the leash, you have leverage to be able to give him pressure to say, hey, what are you doing? And give him that communication that what he's doing at that moment is wrong. He's air scenting right now, which is beautiful, which means he's learning. So he's trying to say, well, then who are you if you're not a threat? So I want you to move out, take your left leg, and just cut him that way. Heel. Good. And you can just tell him heel and just walk. Good. Now come back this way. Good. Nice. And then just slow down. Good. So he's still alert barking. And then take your left leg and cut him back out. That resets him. There. Now come right back to me. Cut him in. Good. And stop. Good. So see how he looked at you a couple times? That was good. So whenever he starts to get like that, that's what you can start to do is you say, hey, let's do something different.
Okay.
So your job is to say, hey, knock it off, right?
Yep.
Like with kids. It's like, I'm terrified of the drive-through. You're like, why? Let's get over this. So spin him around, and then when he starts to huff and puff again, you'll just spin him around again. So, yep, keep him on your left side. Good. Good. Boy. Now what you can do is I want you to put all the leash in your left hand and the side he's on. Good. Now relax your hand and fold it in half, the leash. Yep. Now drop your hand. That's what you want to be like, nice and relaxed. That is like you telling him, we're good.
Got it.
Now the minute that you apply pressure, you're telling him he's doing something bad.
Okay.
But you do not want to wear your feelings on your arm, if you will.
Got it.
Now I don't know what he was like before on the harness, so I can't say that he didn't do it on the harness, but I know that he's starting to look at you now, which is nice. So whenever he has that, so you can give him a little bit of pressure when he barks and tell him to leave it. And then when he does do well, you'll say, good, leave it. And then you could, so what you would do is face this way. Okay. Yeah, hey, yep. And just, yep, there you go, there you go. Good now boy. Stop, good. So see how that works with the leash pressure? Now you can go right back, because they're gone.
Good boy.
Good, and stop. Nice, shake it off, buddy. That's yeah, stress. Buddy. Realistically, we're not looking for him to be silent.
Right.
That'd be weird, considering how crazy he was. We're looking for less reaction. Right. And right now, he's way less reactive, okay? So, perfect example is when he saw the Great Dane and my other trainer, huff, puff, and you're like, hey, let's go this way. Good boy. And then you move this way, yep. and it discouraged that continual build. Because right now he's going, this is what he's doing. Hey, who's that? What's over there?
Leave it.
That's what he's doing. Give him a little bit of pressure. Pop, pop. Yep.
Good boy.
Yep.
Heel.
Pop, pop. Yep. There you go. And then keep moving. You are the anchor.
Yep.
You will guide him. So right now we're really working on your handling skills, your pops. This will get a lot better as we go. So a heel, to give you context and understanding, it's a behavior that we ask the dog to do to walk nicely at our heels with a loose leash. We say heel, we walk forward, which is good. So right now he's not going to do that because that takes a great skill set. I'm more focused on your ability to start communicating with him. Hey, no, knock it off. And he feels that tug, 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 tug. So basically he's like, hey, who's it? And he tug, tug, tug. And he's like, this is annoying. So again, we talked about positive reinforcement. This is positive punishment. So when he starts to go, hey, I don't like this, and he goes, do. And then you'd say, good, leave it, good, leave it, leave it, good, leave it. And you're just kind of tugging on him. Now with the harness, it doesn't give him that action for two different reasons. It's on his here versus right here. So he's gonna respond to this much more. Is that my buddy? Felix, heel. Good heel. Good heel, buddy. Okay, break. Good heel. Release your arm, buddy. Nice and relaxed. There you go.
Good heel.
Okay, break.
Break.
Good. Good job. Good boy.
Good job.
Let's see if I can win you over.
Yay, good boy. Yay, good boy.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go recreate the opening scene that you guys saw of being in the front room with another person that he doesn't know coming out and seeing A, how the confidence building in this session has helped, and B, using the pressure that we now have instead of the harness, if that helps, which I have a really good feeling it will, because it's helped a bunch of other times. So again, it's just getting him to a point where he's like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And he's still kind of doing this barking thing, and that's gonna be normal for a while because he is a really innate, natural, fearful dog. So anyway, that's what we're doing, is we're helping him build confidence as we go, and he's gonna continue to be fearful. He's never gonna be the type of dog, I think, that just runs up and jumps into a stranger's arms, but if we can reduce the reactivity, which we have, but sustainably, of course, that's what we're working on. Yeah, it's a good boy. Dog in.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Good. Good, so you see? So that's good. Good job. So you can come on in. So essentially, I was going to show you, like, because that, that's a little bit more realistic. Is what we would do is we would go into a situation where, and that was actually perfect because it was real, right? There's a dog and a stranger right there, and so when I brought him in, not a peep. So that's good. But essentially, you see how his behavior changes when you give him a little bit more structure. So I just want you to watch what I do here. Come around. Good boy. Good boy. Dog in here. Come through.
So, I want to try to
Hey.
get her a good girl.
No.
I want to try to get her to the point where, and this goes into the off leash, where she can be completely off leash. If we go on a hike or something, or she runs into another dog, she's not going to let her off. She'll run around.
So now you have the ability to say, I want you to do this, and I'm going to follow through and hold you accountable if you don't. Before, like that, right? So now you're starting to hold him accountable where you're like, hey, do this. So if he was driving before, which I would agree, I don't think either of you were, now you are, where he's starting to look at you. So as you progress, any problem that you have at home, place, sit, stay. And if that person comes in, they just walk in confidently and they go and they sit down and he has a little reaction, leave it, bang, bang.
Okay.
Before you didn't have that. So I think as you continue to build and you work on the placing and the sitting and the staying, and you do, like this was overexposure. He had me, Abby, Zach, Kaysen, client's dog, Katrina, and Julia in 5 minutes, all right through there, and he didn't make a peep. All he did was, who are you guys? So to expose him into that environment and him not to react should be huge light bulbs for you to go, oh, wait a minute. I didn't think this would be possible this quick. And every dog is different, but that just tells you how much fear was riding off the fact of him taking charge. And I think the collar and the leash setup you have now, just of using a slip leash or a prong collar or something like that to really help him think clear, is what we're doing. So as you continue to do this, I think it's just gonna get better and better. Now for homework, heeling, breaking, sitting. If you already have place, I would be working on the place, the sit and stay. Between now and when Zach sees you again, if you do want to work on the having people over type thing, you certainly can. You just wanna make sure your collar is nice and snug up top. And you wanna make sure that if somebody does walk in, you give him a correction, say, hey. So basically what happens is he's chilling, boom, he goes, oh crap. And he goes into panic mode. And you need to say, what are you doing? We're good. And that's really what you haven't been able to do, and I think that that's what's really gonna help.